Can you just bring us up to speed with Greg Docherty and Ross McCrory? We understand Hibs have made another bid for Ross. How close are they potentially to moving on? I know you've spoken about that in the last couple of days.
Yeah, I think that's a tough question to answer in terms of how close they are. That'll depend on numerous factors. But Greg's had permission to speak to Hull. I'm told them talks are ongoing. Greg's in this morning, so the plan's to catch up with him after this morning's session. But I know they are locked in talks. So there's no really update on that situation, but that is as close as the talks have gone, which I'm not aware of at the moment. But that could happen at any given moment, or it mightn't happen. I think it'll boil down to what Greg's decision is. In terms of Ross, we knocked something back from Hibs, and I believe they have come again. So that's moved a little bit closer. The plan again is to catch up with Ross this morning. He's told me clearly that he wants to move on. But at the same time, I think the ball is in Hibs court now to match what we want.
Stephen, looking ahead to Sunday, Livingston's obviously traditionally a tough place to go, albeit you've won the last 3 times you've been there. But with the additions you've made sort of in the attacking third, and obviously with Leon coming as well, how better equipped is this squad for these types of challenges?
We have had some positive results at Livy, but having said that, it's still been a very tough challenge, a physical challenge down there. They're a good team, they're an organised team, and they try and take you out your comfort zone. And I think we got a real eye-opener in our first visit, which we lost 1-0. So we're under no illusions that it's going to be a real tough game, and it's a game that we're going to have to be focused for and ready. But we're in good form, we're in a good place, and it's down to us to go there fully prepared to win a war and win a battle before our quality can show.
The joint response group are going to reveal what sanctions they can impose on players this morning. Is that something you were expecting, and is it something you agree with?
Well, look, it's something that we're just going to have to accept and get on with it. After the words of the government in terms of the Zoom call and obviously the response since, I think everyone's expecting some different rules and sanctions to come in. So we'll wait to listen to what they are, and we'll move forward and respect them.
Hi Stephen, can I just ask you how Leon is ahead of the game on Sunday?
He won't be available for the weekend. He's got a small quad problem. We're still waiting for some scan results to confirm that, but he's certainly ruled out for the weekend.
Is that one of those decisions then that you'll have to use, mix and match your centre-back options to deal with the threat of Lyndon Dykes and Livingston then?
Look, we'll pick the 2 best centre-backs we believe are capable of getting the right result. We won't really focus on any individual players that we're going to be coming up against. Phil came on the other night and done extremely well. George has had a real strong pre-season, so I'll leave it as late as I need to and then make a decision who partners Connor, because I think Connor's in excellent form, deserves to keep his place, and I'll make a late decision on Phil and George in the coming days.
Alright Stephen,
Hello.
Do you have any other injury concerns? Kamara Roof took a hell of a whack in the game on Wednesday.
He's okay from that whack, but I definitely agree with you in terms of the severity of that challenge. But he's available for the weekend. I think it's important to understand that he's in a pre-season situation with us. So for example, he's doing a double session today. He worked extremely hard the day before his last cameo. So he's on a bit of a different path than the current players, if you like, because we want to get him up to speed as quick as we can. But he'll certainly be available for selection at the weekend, albeit it'll probably be from the bench again.
When you're going to play a side like Livingston, who are very robust and very open, that it'll be a physical game. I think Gary Holt has said this week, he's described that it'll be a battle. What are the key qualities that the players need to show to overcome that and play their natural game?
Well, I think first and foremost, we welcome the battle. Different teams bring different styles throughout the course of the season, but we certainly welcome physical challenges, and we need to be ready for that. And we certainly don't have a problem with it, obviously, as long as it's in a fair way. Of course, we know it's going to be a battle, and it's a battle that we're going to have to stand up to. I think what's important in these games is that we deal with direct play at times, and we win our first duels, we win our second duels, and positionally we're in the right places to try and control the game, because there will be moments and pockets of the game where the ball is not necessarily, in our style, if you like. But we have to be capable of adapting within game to play different ways to get the right result.
You just mentioned that Kemar Roof incident on Wednesday night. I just want to get your thoughts on the actual challenge itself and whether you think that maybe retrospective action should be taken, considering it was only a yellow when you look at the actual severity and the lunge and the challenge.
Well, look, we accept the referee's decision. My opinion on that challenge is different from the referee's, but he's closer to it and he's dealt with it. But my opinion is, at the time, from the side, it looked like a red card challenge. But in terms of that player getting punished now, I don't want to see that. I don't benefit anything from that. I don't want to see sit here and make people get suspended and stuff like that. The referees dealt with it. We move on, but my opinion's certainly different from the referees on the night.
How impressed have you been by Ryan Kent's start to the season? And do you feel he's playing with less pressure now that there's a couple of new recruits through the door?
I think we all here at Rangers have to accept the pressure. I think we all live with the pressure, whether you're a player or a manager or a coach. That's part and parcel of being at Rangers. In terms of what pressure and responsibility Ryan feels, I think that's a question for him. But as a staff, we want him to play with freedom. We want him to leave the pressure and the expectation away from the pitch and go and express himself and enjoy it. We're really happy with his form, and I think that's on the back of a strong pre-season. I think he had a very mixed, indifferent one last year, which affected his form. But he's smiling, he's happy, he's fit, he's looking sharp. I think that's 2 goals in 3 games domestically. That's what we want. We want Ryan to post numbers for us in terms of assists and goals, and he certainly looks ready to do that.